33. Let's go. Everybody comment 33. Because now we tapped in. Now I'm ready. Now, should somebody, you gonna comment 28. I can't. Now I'm ready. Listen. Last week, last month, last year, you was facing blockages. You were facing blockages. I know you was. Because the whole point of those blockages was to help you grow. Right? Now, the reason why we're talking about this today is because I need you to be aware of the fact that the blockages have been removed. I need you to be aware of the fact that the blockages have been removed. But you need to start moving in a way of aggression. This month, let me give y'all the energy for this month, okay? The energy of this month is aggression. It's being aggressive. It's about starting new things. It's about new beginnings. It's about finally planting the seeds. I mean, think about it. We're in spring, right? So we talk about the seeds. We talk about the plants. We talk about the bearing of the fruits. We talk about it. And you know what's interesting? This month is about new beginning. Isn't around this time when the real new year starts? Isn't that what they said? Isn't that what they said? Didn't they say that? You say, yeah, Caspi. Didn't they say that in March? That was really when the new year start, right? Didn't they say that? So what do you think I'm trying to tell you? This is the time for you now to start really asking yourself, what am I looking to create? You see, because here's the thing. Y'all have gotten rid of things that no longer serve you, but you haven't focused on what you want to create. Hold on, let me get this cat. What's up with this cat, man? Yo, what's good? What's going on? What is going on with my cat? Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that this is the month for you to finally start thinking about what it is that you actually want. You see, it's so easy for us to get rid of the things that no longer serve us. Well, let me not say it's easy, but it's easy to get rid of it. It's easy for it to go, right? It's quick, fast, in a hurry. We rip the Band-Aid off. But the thing about it is that a lot of y'all are creating endings, but you're not thinking about the beginning. Let me say that one more time, and y'all write this down. A lot of y'all have gone through the endings, and some of y'all are so butthurt about the endings that you have yet to think about a new beginning. So that means when somebody breaks up with you, that means when you lose a job, that means when something leaves your life, you're so distraught over what happened that you're not even thinking about what's coming in. You have to understand that let's talk about this, because the word of the day is sacrifice. The word of the day is sacrifice. Let me fix this, hold on. The word of the day is sacrifice, y'all. Hold on. The word of the day is sacrifice. The word of the day is sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice to have what it is that you're asking for? What are you willing to sacrifice? You know why I say this? Because some of y'all say y'all want a new job. Some of y'all say you want a better relationship. Some of y'all say that you want to do this, you want to do that. But you have to understand that with every decision, with every new route that you're going through, it takes a sacrifice. Right? So if you want a new you, if you want to be a better you, let's talk about this. If you want to be a better you, that means you must sacrifice the old you. You have to be willing to sacrifice your old habits. You have to be willing to sacrifice your old thoughts. You have to be willing to sacrifice your old beliefs. You have to be willing to sacrifice the things that you used to say to yourself. You have to be willing to sacrifice the old environment. You have to basically fast, detox yourself of everything that used to be so you can get what's supposed to be. Come. Let me say that one more time. You have to be willing to sacrifice what used to be in order to get what's supposed to be. Y'all write that down. Write that down. right? You know, you see, I've realized that we can get so comfortable. Let me tell you something. What got you there is most likely, what got you to this place right here is what's most likely not gonna take you to the next level. You have to be willing to change things up to get to the next level. And you know what that means? Sometimes that means leaving the friends who's been there for you, but have not really been there for you, if you know what I'm saying. Because here's another thing. Some of y'all think that just because people were there, that they were there. Just because somebody was there when you were going through things doesn't mean that they were actually there. But some of y'all get confused because they were there, confusing the time. Let me say that one more time. Some of y'all confuse the fact that people have been here for a long time, not realizing that time means nothing if they haven't really been there for you. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you for that. Come on now. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because some of y'all have accepted behavior in your life that you really have not, that you should not have been tolerating. A lot of y'all have been accepting behavior in your life that you really should not be tolerating. Let me give you an example. If somebody does something to you and you literally feel like you can't tell people what they did, that should tell you something. Some of y'all be like, oh, I can't tell my mom what, I can't tell my, think about that. If you can't tell your mom the wrong that somebody did to you, it's because you know that what they did was so wrong to the point that your family wouldn't even like them. Right? And the reason why I say this is because some of y'all have gotten too comfortable. Some of y'all have gotten too comfortable with what has been around you this whole time. That it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. But you know what it is? Some of y'all are afraid to let go of the old things because you know that letting go of the old things is connected to the old you. Come on. Come on. Some of y'all are afraid of letting go of the old things because you understand that the old things are connected to the old you. But this is where I grew up. But this is where I this. But this is where I that. But my love, don't you understand that there's always another chapter to the story? Don't you understand that there's always more? This doesn't have to be the so all be all. Yeah, I understand that's where you came from. But is that where you want to stay? And you know, sometimes we allow lack mindset. Let me say this now. Sometimes we allow lack mindset to stop us from taking the jump. I want everybody to comment the word jump. I want everybody to comment the word jump. The reason why I'm telling you to comment the word jump is because it's time for you to jump. I want you to think about the fool card. A lot of y'all are afraid to take the jump because you're so worried about what's going to happen afterwards. But what if I told you that the unknown is where most of your miracles unfold? Let's talk about that. The unknown is where your miracles unfold. I probably spelled that wrong, but hey. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because there's relationships that needed to end. There was jobs that needed to end. A lot of y'all went through endings last month, am I right? A lot of y'all went through endings last month, am I right? A lot of y'all went through endings last month, right? You lost friends, you lost family, you lost jobs, you lost friendships, you lost things, you got rid of cars, you got rid of clothes, something ended. And now I'm telling you that if there's something that ended, that there's something new that's coming in. If there is something that ended, there is something new that is coming in. But the problem is that you refuse to make space for it out of fear. I need you to get rid of that fear that is in your heart. I need you to get rid of that fear of, but what if I won't fail? But what if I I this, but what if I that? Now let's get to manifestation when we talk about that. Let me help you deal with that fear. Let me help you deal with that fear. You want to know how you get rid of the fear? You realize that it's false evidence appearing real. It was never real. Your fear was never real, because you want to know why? The only way you can lose is if you quit. You get what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Some of y'all think that defeat is the end of it. Some of y'all think that if things don't go your way, that it's the end of it, that you lost the battle, but that's not true. Because guess what? A lot of y'all are running away from failure or challenges when you don't understand that, look, you have to hit failure to get to the finish line. You have to hit failure to get to the finish line. So a lot of y'all are running away from things that you're supposed to go through so it can make you better at what it is that you're asking for. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're creating a clothing line, right? Let's say you're creating a clothing line, right? Your first piece does not do well. Your first drop, your first video, your first song doesn't do well. Do you understand that the reason why it didn't go well was so that you can become better at it? This is what I mean by that. When I make a terrible song and I hit failure, you know what happens? Let's talk about it. Let's connect it to this, right? You make a song and you reach failure. You have to understand, let me make sure y'all can see this. You have to understand that these points right here is what, let me get my words together. You have to understand that these points right here are what catapult you into your next success. You have to see failure as a launching pad. You have to see failure as a launching pad. But the problem is that some of y'all are seeing failure or losses as if it's a roadblock or the end, when in reality it's a launching pad. You want to know why? Because alchemy is a real thing. For example, somebody says, oh, I don't like your t-shirt. I don't like your t-shirt. Instead of being so hurt about they don't like my t-shirt, say, why don't you like my t-shirt? You know what? Maybe if it was green, maybe if it had some more colors. And then you know what you do? You go test it out. You say, let me go add some new colors. Because you allowed that failure to invigorate you, to motivate you, to inspire you. Guess what happened? You created a new t-shirt with a whole bunch of colors, and now you have a whole bunch of sales because you have options. But people run away from criticism, people run away from failure, people run away from mistakes, not realizing that you cannot become who you are without them. Let me tell you something. Most of your growth doesn't come from what you did well. Let me say that one more time. Most of your growth does not come from what you do well. Most of your growth comes from where you messed up at. That's where you learn. Right? So, and here's the thing. You gotta stop getting in victim mentality. There's too much victim mentality over here. There's too much, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Not understanding that everything happened to literally help you grow, but you can't even recognize it because you're so in yourself. You're like, why did they do this to me? Why did they do that to you? And it's like the universe is literally like, my love, if you just pay attention, what you would realize is this: I'm actually giving you more energy to create with. For example, you're a music artist. Somebody just broke your heart, and you're so focused on the heartbreak that you're not realizing that the universe gave you all the fuel you need to create a star album, to create a platinum album, but because you're so focused, and we talked about this before, because you're so focused on your losses, you're not realizing that the universe that made you so emotional, right? So emotional that you don't understand that you have so much energy in motion, and this energy in motion, hold on, you don't realize that the universe that made you emotional with this failure, with this heartbreak, and you don't even realize that they're giving you so much energy in motion to use to manifest with. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? I hope y'all can. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Somebody said, did not need the trauma for that album, but you're right. My love. If it wasn't for the trauma that I went through, I wouldn't be able to help you. Do you hear what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the trauma that I went through, I would not be able to help you. That's the thing. We have to stop having such negative feelings around past experiences, not realizing that the past experiences is what creating knowledge and wisdom for the present. You don't even realize that your trauma one day is going to become your testimony. Do you realize that? Do you realize that when them people be winning them little Oscars and their awards, everything that they went through, I'm getting chills, everything that they went through finally starts to make sense. And just listen to what I gotta say. Just because the trauma and the pain does not make sense right now, does not mean that it doesn't have value to you. Just because it doesn't make sense, why did you go through that, does not mean that it wasn't for a reason. And you know what? Here's one of the big things that I realized too. And y'all let me know if y'all agree with this. At this point now, I'm starting to realize truly what self-love is. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Are y'all resonating with me with this? And if you're not following me here on TikTok, make sure y'all go ahead and give me a follow. If you're not subscribed to me here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and give me a subscribe. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm finally understanding what self-love is. You're finally starting to understand what self-love is. And self-love is when you finally start to choose yourself so unconditionally, so unapologetically, that it starts to radiate outwardly. Come on! Let's go! Get some energy in your spirit. I'm going to yell at the top of the roof because I know what it feels like to finally choose me. You're finally learning what it's like to choose you for once. I got tired of choosing other people before me. I got tired of putting other people's needs before me. I got tired of helping people before me. Almost to the fact that they almost stole me from me. I want you to stop putting people before you. When you answer a phone, if you do not feel like answering it, do not answer it. That is called self-love. That's called self-love. Somebody said, how do you know the difference between self-love and selfish? There is no difference, but let me help you out. Let me help you out, right? There is no difference. The thing is that you've been telling, somebody said there's a difference. By all means, if you want to teach the class, my love, you can. You can. You can. By all means, if you want to teach the class, you can. Okay? I'm going to block you. No, I'm going to mute you. Because we don't like misinformation. Okay? There is no difference between being selfish and self-love. You want to know why? Root words mean everything. The problem is that you don't have self-love because you make yourself feel bad for being selfish. Come on. 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 You're running away from this selfish word so much that it's causing you to people please. Come on. Come on, come on. It wasn't until I was selfish that I learned about self-love. Come on. Too many of y'all are afraid to protect yourself. So you run away from words like selfish and you take on the word like humble. Like, come on, do you even know what the word humble means? Some of y'all be thinking that that's a flex. Oh, I'm humble. I'm a humble queen. I'm not selfish. I'm not this. Like, baby, that is a fairy tale. You're not Cinderella. You're not Snow White. And even Cinderella and Snow White had people coming after them. So what are you learning here? What are you learning here? This is the thing. Spirituality, this new era of spirituality where people are so like, I'm light, I'm love, I'm light. It's so unrealistic, my love. You want to know why? Because you're trying to get people to go on a spectrum that's unbalanced. You want people to be overly positive, overly light, when that's not reality. Reality is duality. Reality is duality. And reality is understanding that at sometimes I need to bark at somebody so I can get some respect. Reality is understanding I need to back up so people can back up out my space. Well, I need to bark so people can back up out my space. Y'all be thinking that y'all can just be like, hey, do you think you can get out of my space, please? And you think that that's gonna work. My love, you're in a realm full of demons, entities, negativity, and you mean to tell me you don't want to fight back because they told you it was evil? What? You mean to tell me these are the same people that, you know what's interesting, right? It be the ones that oppress you that tells you not to fight back. It be the ones that have created war on your ancestors that tell you not to fight back. You mean y'all done infiltrated my ancestors' country, but now you're telling me I can't be mad? You've infiltrated my ancestors' cities and countries, and you're telling me I can't get aggressive? But this is how you need to be in real life. When people infiltrate your space, you need to get aggressive. You get what I'm saying? And that's not to say violence. That's just to say boundaries. Because you want to know why? I made a video and I said, being nice gets you played. Somebody said, okay, but we are tired of fighting. Okay, well, I guess you're tired of losing too. Right? You're tired of losing, I'm guessing, right? You're tired of losing, right? So if you stop fighting, what do you think is going to happen? You came into this realm to fight. Because guess what? If you don't stand for anything, well, guess what happens? Stand for something or fall for anything. Right? Right? Hold on. We got people upset. Sheesh. We got people upset. Sheesh. Here we go. We got the agents, the bots. They're all coming in. They're all feeling a type of way. And let me tell you something. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what nobody has to say. I don't give a damn. You know why I say that? Because giving a damn is what caused me to lose myself. Because I used to give a fuck about what people had to say. And because I gave a what people had to say, I lost myself. Because I stopped saying things because I was worried about what other people would think about what I had to say. Therefore, I lost my voice. So this time I will be selfish because of self-love. Right? Some of y'all need to stop being afraid to say what you got to say. Stop being afraid to speak your truth. Stop being afraid to speak what you know to be right. Because let me tell you something. I know what I've studied. I know what I've been through. I know who I am. And that's the thing. Y'all be trying to prove yourself to people who don't know who you are. So even if you tried to prove it to them, they weren't going to believe it either way because they don't even know who you are. My ancestors were fighters, were warriors. My ancestors were strong. My ancestors were beautiful. My ancestors are beautiful. My ancestors are strong. My ancestors are warriors. So why in the world are you allowing the whole outside community to tell you to be against what's in your nature? My YouTube channel is Styx River. You're doing what's against your nature because of what they told you to. And you know what I want to tell y'all? In Africa, this is called War Week that we're going through. So a lot of y'all may be feeling like you're getting attacked and tested and challenged this week. Make sure you protect yourself extra this week. Make sure you protect yourself extra this week, y'all. Protect yourself. Protect yourself, because there are entities, there are people, there are beings who want you to have your guard down. so they can take over, so they can come into your life, so they can use you, so they can abuse you. And one thing I do want to say is that some of y'all be thinking people can't see who you are. Y'all, just because you may not be able to see you doesn't mean that other people can't see you. And I just want to let y'all know, just to plug this in real quick, make sure y'all go ahead and check out my crystal shop. The link is in the bio. We just dropped Blue Lotus tea, we just dropped meditation tea, and we just dropped immunity tea, all organic. All right, the link in the bio, click crystal shop. Family members are testing me. Yeah, girl, I know, but you have to protect yourself. Like for me, I've been sleeping with shungite. I've been using tiger's eye. I've been using black tourmaline. Like when I tell you I have been protecting myself, you have to protect yourself. Cover your heads. Cover your crown chakra. All right? If you're looking for any protection crystals, I have protection crystals on my website. Just go on my website and search your protection. All right? But let's finish. Let's talk about this, okay? It's time to get focused. Can everybody comment the word focus for me? Can everybody comment the word focused for me? Everybody comment the word focused. Yeah, y'all cover your heads. Everybody comment the word focused. Focus or focus, focus, it don't matter. Let me tell you why I'm telling y'all to focus. And y'all gonna be like, Stiggs, how did you know that? How did you know I'm dealing with that? Some of y'all are too focused on outside validation. Let me say this one more time. Some of y'all are so focused on outside validation that you're losing your focus. Yes, I did say cover your head. Some of y'all are so into outside validation that you're losing your focus. But let me tell you what I mean, right? You're so worried about that guy that you like. You're so worried about that girl that you like. You want to know why? Because you're texting this person. You're so worried about, did they text me back? Are we gonna hang out today? Like, are we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Literally, right? Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because some of y'all have been so focused on other people. Let's talk about this now. Where attention goes, energy flows, right? Where attention goes, energy flows, right? So if your attention, this is your eyes now, right? If your attention is here to this person, is not on you. Your attention and your energy is not on you anymore. You keep giving your energy to other people because yes, you want approval. Yes, you want validation. Yes, you want somebody, you want to know, do they like me? Do they like me? Do they like me? But let me teach you a psychology trick. The more you focus on yourself, the more they will like you. I'm just being real. The more you're focused on your passion, the less available you become for them, and it makes them miss you. It makes them like you. It makes them want to be around you. Thank you so much, Marley. And the thing about it is that you have to realize that everything that you're asking for is only going to come into your life by doing your life's purpose, your life's work, your destiny, what you're supposed to do. So for example, you're too busy chasing money, but everything is connected to your purpose. If your purpose is to make clothes, when you make the clothes, you're going to get money, you're going to meet people, and you're going to most likely meet your lover through what you do. But because you're chasing side effects, hold on, let's write this down. Side effects, okay? What are the side effects of you chasing your dreams and making your dreams come true, right? What's the side effects? Admiration, respect, right? Respect, love, wealth, freedom. But some of y'all got it backwards because some of y'all are chasing these things. Some of y'all are chasing these things, not realizing that these things come as a side effect of doing your purpose. You're like, but I want to make friends, Well, maybe if you started doing what you're supposed to do, you would make more friends who are actually aligned with what you're supposed to do, which is, let's say, let me give you an example, okay? All right. You say you want to be happy. You said that you want love. You said that you want to find more friends, right? But you keep trying to chase the friends. But instead of doing that, if you said, you know what? I'm going to start loving on myself. I'm going to start going to yoga. I'm going to start going to Pilates. I'm going to start going to the beach. I'm going to start loving on myself. What you're going to realize is that those things will naturally infiltrate what you're doing because you're in the right places. You get what I'm saying? So for example, when I go to yoga, I'm going to run into people who are into the same things. Now I'm finding friends. Hold on, y'all. Let me get a charger. Hold on, y'all. I need a charger. Hold on. Let me get the charger. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? I had to go get the charger. Do you hear what I'm saying? Guys, what should a Life Path 9 do for their purpose? You can do whatever you want to do. Because you adapt, you can do whatever you want to do, right? Your purpose, somebody said, what is my purpose, right? What do you love to do? What do you love to do? What do you feel like resonates with your heart? What do you feel like you would do for free? What do you feel like makes you happy? Right?